Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Dandat Pranam to everyone. Welcome to the Gita Gyan daily session, the English class. So today we will be discussing, we are in 14th chapter right now, the three material modes of nature. And today we will be discussing three shlokas, 16, 17 and 18. So the 16th one, Karmana Sukratasyahu Satvikam Nirmalam Phalam Rajasastu Phalam Dukkham Ajnanam Tamasa Phalam. The result of pious translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The result of pious action is pure and is said to be in mode of goodness, but action done in the mode of passion results in misery, and action performed in the mode of ignorance results in foolishness. 17th sloka. Satvat sanjayate jnanam rajaso lobha evacha pramada mohau tamaso bhavato jnaname vacha. From the mode of goodness, real knowledge develops. From the mode of passion, greed develops. And from the mode of ignorance, develops foolishness, madness, and illusion. And 18th sloka. Urdhvam gachanti sattvatstha madhye tishtanti rajasa jaghanya gunavrittistha adho gachanti tamasa. Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to the higher planets. Those in the mode of passion live on the earthly planets, and those in the abominable mode of ignorance go down to the hellish worlds. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Dandat Pranam to everyone. So we are, as we discussed in the last session, that like the 7 to 12 chapters, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, the 7 to 12 the 6 chapters discuss about how to gain, what is the importance of devotional service and how to gain devotional service, how we can become a devotee, right? How we can become a pure devotee. Now, Lord Krishna is explaining us in the 13 to 18, especially from 13 to 17, how to regain, right? We have acquired once devotional service, once somebody becomes a pure devotee, or at least they are in the process of becoming a devotee, they have to do some do's and don'ts so that they don't go off track, right? So these chapters, the 5 chapters, discuss about how to stay on the path of devotional service, and what will make us go away from the path and what will make us stay in the path. So that's why the Lord is explaining us very nicely, like a mother tells the child, especially like, for example, Diwali time, don't go nearer to the crackers, stay away from like, for example, they don't want to get their kids hurt, right? The eyes are very important. They may get burnt. So many things. Kids are in anxiety, they don't know. So the kids, the mothers and parents, grandparents, everybody, and they will tell, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Like that, the Lord is also telling us, okay, once you're a devotee, these things are the do's and don'ts. So let us discuss about because the Lord loves the way parents love their kids, Lord also loves all the jivas. So he is giving us the precautionary measures. So here we are talking about the 16th shloka. The result of the pious action is pure and is said to be in mode of goodness, but action done in the mode of passion results in misery, and action performed in the mode of ignorance results in foolishness. So Srila Prabhupada wonderfully tells us in the purport, the result of pious activity in the mode of goodness is pure, right? That's why the sages, what do the sages do? They are free from illusion, and what happens? What is the result? They stay in happiness. They are situated in happiness. Especially the example would be people who are not very much attached to things. They donate, right? They say they see the world is going through some bad patch, so they have um, Lakshmi with them, so they do charity, they donate, right? For hospitals, they dig a well in a village, they may dig a well, right? They may They may make a library in a place where there is no schools, or a school is there but teacher is not there, or teachers are there but they want to give extra um, uh, provisions, like they may give food, they may give a library, a lot of books they can put in the library so that the kids will study and they get benefited, right? So what happens with these donations? They feel the bliss, right? And many get benefited. He is all, the person who is donating is also getting benefited, and the others are also getting benefited out of this. But here the Srila Prabhupada is telling, activities in mode of passion are simply miserable. Any activity for the material happiness is bound to be defeated. For example, here Srila Prabhupada is quoting an example of a skyscraper. Okay, people who have a lot of money, what do? They want to make more money out of that, right? So they build a big skyscraper. So what's happening here? It's not like only he is going to do. A lot of people are getting involved in that. The financier has to take a lot of trouble to amass the wealth, right? And it's not like the owner and the bank people will build. We need labor for that, right? A lot of labor. The engineers have to toil from morning to evening. They have to make sure when they are in the process of constructing, nobody falls down and gets hurt, right? People lose their lives also. Sometimes when they are in the edge and they're doing some work, they fall. If they don't take proper precautions, they fall, they get hurt, and unfortunately some of them, they lose their lives also. uh, so that's why what happens, because what is actually said is they eye on the result is first. They see the result. If I do something, what is the result? Then only they will take up the work. Okay, so now they have taken up the work. uh, what will happen after that? There will be a lot of anxiety, right? Everybody, the labor will be in a lot of anxiety, the builder will be in anxiety, the banker will be in anxiety whether I'll get the money back or not. The bank people will be asking, oh, you have to pay your loan. So, right, a lot of anxiety will be there. If loans are not properly paid, the head office will call them, oh, see, these people are not paying loans, what are you doing? So a lot of anxiety is there when we are in mode of passion, when we do activities in the mode of passion. And especially if you see these people who don't know how to take care of their health, uh, they don't know how to get out of the anxiety. What do? They drink. The first thing they do is smoking, drinking, like for example the drugs. They take drugs. uh, some of them we see they eat that pan masala, and some of them they put some item within the mouth, between the lips and the teeth. I think it's called jarda or something. So they do that just to get out of that anxiety. They have to take care of the family, so they have to work to get out of the anxiety. They take all these things. So here it is telling, even when we do it in mode of passion, it will only lead to misery. It's here Srila Prabhupada is clearly telling there may be a little so-called mental happiness. I have this house or this money, etc., etc. But this is not the actual happiness. It's saying like this, and and when it is coming to mode of ignorance, the work which is in ignorance, it has it is performed without knowledge. Why? Because that person is not in this world. He is in his own world. That is the problem, right? And therefore, all his activities result in present misery, and afterwards he will go into animal life. Okay, animal life is miserable. Although under the spell of illusionary energy, Maya, the animals do not understand this. Okay, so so here what's happening? What does the animal do? It is always looking here and there. It is also worried. Oh, who is coming to eat me? So it is eating the grass, right? Any other animals are there like that, right? They are also miserable. But if you see, the animal cannot change its behavior. So when the person is in mode of ignorance, it's very hard to change them. You tell them something, they're not in a stage to listen. They would love to listen, but they're not in a stage to listen because they have gone to that lower mode. Same like an animal also. Does it have a choice? It has to eat grass only. You can't tell a dog to eat grass. A dog has its own food. Other herbivorous animals, they have their own food. They have to eat. They can't change their behavior. So it's like that. So once we do any things in mode of ignorance, that means that person he has fallen into a trap. Okay, now here Srila Prabhupada is saying slaughtering poor animals, right? That is also comes under mode of ignorance, right? The animal killers do not know that in the future the animal will have a body suitable to kill them, right? That is the law of nature. Mamsaha, it is called Mamsaha. Mamsaha means they are exchanging their lives. In this life you eat, in the next life I will eat you. It's like that. So that is the law of karma. So that's why it is abominable to kill an animal for our pleasure. People may say, I'm only, they are asking, they are coming for meat, so I'm cutting. No, it doesn't happen that way. Everybody who is in the process will get that bad karma. The person who brings the animal, the one who cuts the animal, the one who kills it, the one who distributes it, the one who is giving the house, right? There will be a place where that meat shop will be there. That person also, everybody, the one who uh, buys it from the shop, the one who cooks, everybody will get that bad karma. So that's why indulgence in animal killing for the taste of tongue is the grossest kind of ignorance. Srila Prabhupada is saying that. And a human being, now Srila Prabhupada is also saying, the nature has given so many good things. Why do you want to kill an animal? That's why he's telling that is in mode of ignorance, and they're not okay. They may be having some joy, but they are making their future very, very dark. And out of all these killings, the grossest, the most vicious killing is the killing of cows, because the cow gives us all kinds of pleasure by supplying milk. And what are the ignorant people doing? They are killing the cows, the grossest type of ignorance. So in there is a shloka which says Vishnu Purana 1.19.65. We sing this: Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So Brahmanas, the cows and the Brahmanas are the highest, right? So the Lord is actually the well-wisher of the cows and Brahmanas, right? And he's also the well-wisher of the human society and the world. So that's why we're not supposed to kill cows. We have to take care of the cows and the Brahmanas. These two are very, very important. Uh, and as we said, cow is also a mother. A cow is considered as a mother. And there are seven mothers. The seven mothers are Atma Mata. Atma Mata means one's own mother. Next is Guru Patni, wife of the Guru. Brahmani. Brahmani means a Brahmana's wife. Raja Patrika, wife of the king, like the king's wife. And Dhenu, the cow. And Dhatri, the nurse. And Prithvi, the earth. All these seven are considered to be our seven mothers. So that's why it's like somebody is killing the cow. It's like they're killing their own mother, It might be in ignorance. We have to understand that is wrong, and they will have a very bad future. They are putting themselves into a very bad um, position. And here Srila Prabhupada is saying we have to give protection to these two, Brahmanas and the cows. Very, very important. Otherwise, and they are saying that is the real advancement of civilization. Anything when the Brahmanas are not taken care, and if the cows are being killed, that civilization will go down. Like we are seeing, right? In the Europe, we are seeing that already. Uh, lot of destruction is happening. People say Europe, but Europe is in destruction, right? Slowly, it may even pass on to the effects of this will pass on to the um, other parts of the world also, unfortunately. So the civilization is thinking we are becoming developed country. No, we are actually becoming down. We are going down the barrel. So a civilization which guides the citizen to become animals in their next lives is certainly not a human civilization, and it is grossly misled by the modes of passion and ignorance. And it is a very dangerous age. All the nations should take care of to provide the easiest process, which is Krishna consciousness, to save humanity from the greatest danger. What is the greatest danger? To fall back into the 80 lakh species. Now there are totally 84 lakh species, right? So 80 lakh species are the out of human body. 4 lakhs are humans. The other 80 are non-humans. Uh, just a minute. I will I want to share something. There is a sloka which says, Jalaja Navalakhani Stavara Lakshavimshati Krimayo Rudra Sankhya Pakshinam Dasalakshanam Trimsal Lakshani Pashavaha Chatur Lakshani Manushaha. It's like this. This is in Padma Purana. 9 lakh species are in water. 20 lakhs are non-moving, like sthavara, like the trees and plants. Next one is 11 lakhs, the insects and reptiles. Next one is 10 lakh species of birds and the quadrupeds, like the animals, which mammals, which are 30 lakhs, right? 30 lakhs of different animals which have four-legged. And the other one, 4 lakhs, is human species. Out of this human species, some are becoming devotees. See this. We can just understand how the situation is. So that's why if we do all these bad things, if we stay in the mode of ignorance, we will. Srila Prabhupada is telling, we will. What will happen to these people? That it is Krishna is telling in the next sloka. So that's why it is saying the easiest process, we have to come into devotional service. Very, very important. We have to intensify our devotional service, improve the quality of our devotional service by chanting attentively, like quality, and we have in quality, and also we have to progress. When we progress in this devotional service, what will happen? Our mode of passion and ignorance will definitely come down, right? It will affect. Otherwise, what will happen? All these mode of ignorance, mode of passion, it will affect our mind and degrade our lives also. So next one, the next sloka, 17th sloka, which talks about the intermediate results obtained by the three modes of material nature. From the mode of goodness, real knowledge develops. From the mode of passion, greed develops. And from the mode of ignorance, develops foolishness, madness, and illusion. So, for example, we have seen from knowledge comes purity. From purity comes from real knowledge we reach purity. So the real knowledge, when we are in mode of goodness, we have real knowledge. From real knowledge comes purity. It's like that. Next one, from passion we get greed. From greed we get misery, right? And next one, mode of ignorance, what will happen? They develop foolishness, madness, and illusion. What will happen? They do all the foolish acts, nonsensical acts, the dangerous acts. They put themselves in danger and they put the society into danger. They become mad and like that. So these are the intermediate results. Uh, since the present civilization is not very congenial to living entities, Krishna consciousness is recommended. See, if we will feel actually winter, this Kartik month, uh, the December, November, December is the time when people will feel the chill. You want to take shower, you can't with that tap water. You definitely need hot water. That means the Lord is telling us, my dear friend, my dear Jiva, this place is not for you to stay here. It's not a comfortable place. There is another comfortable place. Which one? That is the spiritual world. You are a Mamevamsho Jivaloki, Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha, Manashashtan Indriyani, Prakriti Sthani Karshati. You have come here by mistake to compete with me. You are envious. You were envious at that time. So I have provided this place for you. And I have already made the Prakriti and 84 lakh species. Out of this, 4 lakhs of humans. Out of this, some are in mode of goodness. They are some are trying to understand, oh, who is God? Like that. So that's why our goal is to understand there is pain here. This is not the place to live, and how to go back, where to go back, that we have to think as a human. If we don't understand those things, if we see how to make these uncomfortable situation to a comfortable situation, Krishna will understand, oh, this person is not utilizing the human body properly. Let me give him another body, which is out of those 80 lakh species. According to the consciousness, the grass is there, the trees, they are in the lowest modes. In those 80 lakh species, highest is mammals. In between, there is some order. I don't know the order, but it's like that. So we have to go through the lower consciousness to the higher, come back to the mammal. Again, we will get a human body. Just see, we have to go through all those species, a body, one after the other, to improve our consciousness. So better to improve our consciousness now as a human being, than to be in those 80 lakh species. That is very important. Now, in mode of goodness, what is the result? When we are in mode of goodness, people will see things as they are, right? They will feel the pain of others. They will be uh, uh, they will feel that, right? Sometimes we see people are in pain, they just move on because they don't feel that pain, because they're not in mode of goodness, they're in mode of passion or ignorance, like that. So they don't feel the pain. For example, sometimes we say something by mistake, or you will say something we don't understand. Oh, it might have hurted the person, it might have, right? So because we are not in mode of goodness, a person who is in mode of ignorance, people are just like animals, cannot see things clearly. For example, by killing one animal, they're taking the chance of being killed by the same animal in the next life. Why? Because people have no education in actual knowledge, they become irresponsible. And here, the goal of life is actually to be happy, isn't it? Sachitananda Vigraha. A Jiva is Sachitananda Vigraha. But the problem is that cannot happen when you are in mode of passion or in mode of ignorance. If you see, when we give a book to a mode of highly mode of passion or in mode of ignorance, a person in mode of ignorance, you give them Bhagavad Gita, they are very good in English, they are able to understand everything. They will see, yes, all these things are happening in my life, it is not good, but they will not be able to implement because their heart is already hard. It has become hard when we are in higher mode of passion, and when we are in ignorance. Little passion, okay, they can easily jump to mode of goodness and they can understand. But a person who is in mode of totally in mode of passion or totally in mode of ignorance, they may understand, but they will not be able to implement. So that's why coming back to mode of goodness is very, very important. Otherwise, we're in very big trouble. To stop this irresponsibility, education is very important. Education for developing the mode of goodness of the people in general must be there. When they are actually educated in mode of goodness, they will become sober and in full knowledge of things as they are. Then people will be happy and prosperous. Why? They will understand, oh, who am I? The first thing is, oh, who am I? What am I supposed to do? Why did I come here? Why, how is the sun? Nicely it is coming up, right? And we are having a day, we are having a night, we are having 4 different seasons. How are these things happening? These people who are in mode of goodness, they will think. Mode of passion means they're always busy, 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 right? So they don't have time to come to Krishna consciousness, to read the books, listen to the classes. Even they want to implement, they're very busy. That is the problem. So that's why, and in mode of ignorance, oh, very difficult, very difficult. So that's why coming back to mode of goodness is very, very important. In mode of passion, people become greedy and their hankering for sense enjoyment is, there is no limit, right? So one after the other, one after the other. There was one Prabhu was giving an example. A person doesn't have money, so they were staying with somebody else. Now later he has some money, he is buying a 1 BHK. Later 2 BHK, 3 BHK. 4 people are there, they are buying 4 BHK, 5 BHK, 6 BHK, right? And then a mahal. And then we have to see, oh, who will come to clean? So it's like that, you know. So that's why too much of moral passion is not good, and definitely ignorance is not at all good. Um, and if one wants happiness at all, his money will not help him. He has to elevate himself to the mode of goodness by practicing Krishna consciousness. When one is engaged in mode of passion, not only he is mentally unhappy, but his profession and occupation are also very troublesome. So if we see a person has a lot of money, if you see recent thing was in the news, Allu Arjun, the person, he has acquired, I think he was paid around 300 crores plus for the movie. What happened? He has to sit in the jail. The court has said, yeah, has given them bail, but still the jail people, they didn't accept that, and they put him in the jail. Just see, and he had to come back on Saturday morning. Just see, he has money, he has got the order, but still Prakriti, the God has, Lord Krishna has already made a plan for them, right? And he's telling, you may have a lot of money, but see, they might have a lot of connections. They might have spoken to different ministers, people in big positions, but they couldn't do nothing, right? The Krishna has already made a plan. So he's telling here clearly, right? You may have a lot of money, but he had to sit in the jail for the night. So It's like that. We should understand Krishna. We have to be in mode of goodness. Mode of passion and ignorance will not help us. Um, and here it is saying he has to devise so many plans, schemes to acquire enough money to maintain his status quo. But this is all miserable. And in the mode of ignorance, people become mad, being distressed by their circumstances. They take shelter of what? Intoxication. And what will happen? They sink further into ignorance. Their future is in life is very dark, because the people who are in passion are in greed. They have greediness, and ignorance, laziness. So that's why they can't practice devotional service. So that's why, how do we come out of ignorance? Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vet tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti. So Arjuna, so hearing about the Lord, Krishna book, right? Easy to read, right? Our wonderful, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada has given us wonderful. He has written the Krishna book, very nice. If we read it, we'll understand how great the Lord is, who we are, what is the relationship between the Lord and us, whether how we are independently trying to enjoy the Prakriti, falling into the trouble. So we'll understand, oh, I'm not a master, I'm a servant. So let me be a servant. So slowly they'll rise above from ignorance to passion, passion to goodness, and even higher than mode of goodness. It's like that. Now the final, now in the third sloka, 18th sloka. So what will be the destination of these people who are in three modes? That we will discuss very soon. So those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to the higher planets. Those in the mode of passion live on the earthly planets, and those in the abominable mode of ignorance go down to the hellish worlds. I'll just show a video. I was just seeing the video the other day. We'll just see that, and we'll discuss about this. Okay. So here, if you see a leopard, you have seen some herbivorous animals on the ground. See here, they're eating nicely, they're eating the grass. They don't know that there is some danger above. So the leopard goes on the top of the tree and see this, what happens now. It knows, oh, I have to eat. It has made a plan, and it is jumping from, you can see, from such a high height. The leopard jumps on that gazelle, and it kills the gazelle, right? So life is like that. So if we see that Prakriti is mine, what did the gazelle do? The gazelle was thinking, oh, this life, this, I'm enjoying the grass. So I'm enjoying the Prakriti. That is willful surrender. The grass has already surrendered. Okay, the grass wants attention. How? In what way does who all gets attention? The grass, the trees which give fruits and flowers, vegetables, the other trees which give flowers. All these are gaining attention. Who is utilizing? Somebody is utilizing them, right? Some people who want flowers, they will buy flowers. People who want vegetables and fruits, even the animals, they will take that. The other animals are eating grass. So they're gaining attention. That is willful surrender, where they're not running away. The trees can't run, right? So if we do that here also, we are surrendering to, we are giving happiness to the wrong person. That's what we will do. Yeah, that's what we will do in the next life, by becoming a grass, right? With least consciousness, they are willfully surrendering to the wrong person. Now, what is the gazelle thinking? Oh, I'm enjoying very nicely. People are in this, in here also, we are seeing people are enjoying. I'm enjoying prakriti, right? But what they are not seeing is there is another prakriti that is temporary. That's why they say dukkhalayam ashashvatam. This will end. Janma mrityu jara vyadi, right? Jara will come, vyadi will come, and death will come. That is temporary. So when at this moment we understand, oh, I'm a servant, I'm not the master. Who is running the show? The Lord Krishna, right? If we understand that I'm not the master, I'm the servant, then we can go back home, back to God, to serve. If we want to become the master, we will stay here in this Prakriti. The Lord will give us another another body. Uh, but if you see, there is another that one is willful surrender, the other one is they don't want to surrender, right? That's why the gazelle, if you see, it doesn't want to surrender. That's why it will run. When there is a carnivorous animal, it will run. But what did the leopard do? It killed. The gazelle died, right? Um, that's what happens when. That's why these people who all do all these rapes and murders, that is, they don't want to be raped. They don't want to be killed, but they are getting killed. So that's what happens. The person who kills, they become a carnivorous animal in the next life, right? So it's like that. We have to understand. If we see the animal world, the we can easily understand what we are doing here happens there also. So here Krishna is telling, Lord Krishna is telling, what will happen to people who are in mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. According to the degree of development of mode of goodness, the living entity can be transferred to various planets in the system, Satyaloka or Brahmaloka, where the Lord Brahma resides. So the highest condition of the mode of goodness can bring us to this. The person, people who are in mode of goodness, they will go to uh, higher planets, which is Satyaloka, Brahmaloka, like that. A mode of passion is mixed. It's in the middle between the modes of goodness and ignorance. And the person is not always pure, right? But even if he should be purely in mode of passion, he will simply remain on this earth. A person who is in mode of passion, they will come back to the earth, right? And but the problem is sometimes a person who is in mode of passion, they may go to ignorance also. So when we go to ignorance, what will happen? You have to go to hellish planets. They are sent into hellish planets. That is worse, isn't it? Hellish planets means what? They are moved into the 80 lakh species, the birds, beasts, reptiles, trees, etc. Because out of the ignorance, what do they want to do? What is your intention? That you will get as a next body after death, because your consciousness will be that only, right? So that people say, oh, I'll make a rocket and I'll go to some other planet. It doesn't happen that way. Out of our consciousness only, we'll get another body. Very, very simple. Uh, that's why we have seen, right? Stavara Laksha Jambadi and all that. That sloka is clearly saying there are 80 lakhs, 84 lakh species. Out of that, 4 lakhs are humans. And according to our consciousness, if our consciousness is very low, we'll get a grass trees body, because they can't move. They have already surrendered. They want attention, right? So they stay there. Um, they are utilized by others. But some is willful surrender. The other one is unwillful surrender. So that's why we have to. That if you see a spider, what does it do? It makes a web. Some insects will fall and it will eat. So um, it is given that opportunity is given to the spider to cheat and make others surrender to it. So it's like that. If people cheat here in the material world, they will become as a spider, and slowly they'll go to next to higher species. For example, a leopard may say, I am not very strong. It will get a tiger species. Next is tiger. After that, lion. A lion may think I am the king of the jungle. But what happens when the lion goes old, or if there are 2 or 3 lions in other place, they will come and kill the lion. So for lion also, it may be the king of the jungle, but death is certain for that also. Some other lions will kill, and it will take over the pride. So it's like we have to be in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, um, we can't say that I am the king of this area. People say, oh, this is my area. MLAs, MPs, they say it's my area. Get out of this area, isn't it? So sometimes they do all the gundagiri. So these things we can see the animal life. We can relate, from to us to the material to the animal life. So the word tamasaha is very significant here. Tamasa indicates those who stay continuously in the mode of ignorance without risking to the higher mode. The future is very dark. So there is a good opportunity for men in the mode of ignorance and passion to be elevated to the mode of goodness. And that system is called Krishna consciousness. But one who does not take advantage of this opportunity will certainly continue in the lower modes. So next sloka, we will see how to transcend these 3 modes. What is Krishna saying, that we will see in the next class. Thank you, dear devotees. Dandat pranam to everyone. We thank you for joining. How to stop this? Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.